Lori really doesn't. I mean, everyone thinks she probably drinks all the time because they only see her on the podcast drinking. But the truth is,
I'm married to you.
Yeah, that is true.
Also true.
But you really don't drink much. I mean, usually Wednesday's the only day you really drink.
Yeah.
Maybe once in a while on the weekend you might have
to
one.
get through the podcast.
Yeah, get through the
honest,
podcast. So she had a couple. She kicked back a couple glasses of wine last, and so
2, 3,
2,
4,
3.
5.
So when we were done, she went upstairs and we hadn't eaten.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Hey, I'm going to order from the cafe down the street so we could pick it up, carry out, not touching anything or anything like that." So she calls, and then what happened? We went and picked it up. We went home, and then what happened?
Well, I noticed, like partway home, I went in my purse and I didn't have my phone. So I was like, "Oh shit." Obviously, I left it on my desk or something like that because I was sitting on my desk when I ordered. So I was like, "Whatever, I'll get it in the morning." And then I get into work in the morning and I'm looking around. I don't see it anywhere. I'm like, where the hell is my phone? And I start tearing apart my office and Beth starts looking with me. We tear everything apart. And I'm like, this is weird as hell. Where the hell is my phone? Can't find it anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew I had it. Like I said, I literally ordered the carryout with my phone in my office.
And we went right
before we left, walked out from there to the car, across the street, which I didn't have it with me when I crossed the street. So it's not like I left, even though I called the restaurant and said, did you find a phone?
Mm-hmm.
No. I even drove over there and checked the parking lot. Did it fall out of my car, my purse? Nothing. And it just disappeared.
It just disappeared.
Into thin air.
Into thin air.
Yeah. And then just by chance, your ma called me on the Reptarium line to tell me that she couldn't find her phone. And she was pretty upset, a couple cuss words and stuff like that later. But then within an hour, Noah.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. I was taking a...
Friday or Thursday was a shitty day.
So, yes. So she lost her phone on Wednesday night. And Thursday morning comes around, and I get up, breathing that fresh hit of that OXO gin, and I head to the bathroom, right? Go, let out those toxins from last night,
Right.
Clearing the pipe.
TMI on
you know
this,
what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm clearing that pipe, you know what I mean? Bring the snake out, you know what I mean? And so I put my phone on the counter, safe spot. It's on the counter.
Yep.
I'm not touching it.
It's those
right?
fucking earthquakes, man.
No way I could break it from not touching it, right?
Right.
I get a vibration notification. You know what I mean? When sometimes your phone vibrates when you get a notification.
Mm-hmm.
Vibrates, falls right off the fucking counter, right? Face down, right onto the ground. Bang. I see that, it's still on.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, oh, yes. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, Lord, thank you. Right? That's what I thought when I saw that it was still on. So I pick it up, and I'm touching it. And nothing's working. Nothing's working.
Yeah.
And so it broke. And
so in one day, Thursday, we lost our phone, Lori.
Yes.
And you broke your phone.
And I broke my phone.
So now 2 of my family I can no longer get a hold of.
Yes.
In touch with.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we searched everywhere. Mainly you searched everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
I searched the house because I was searching, just to see.
I knew it never made it home,
Same,
like I
me
said.
too.
Yeah, but I was just thinking. But what did I say? I said, so it's, it took you a while. It took like 5 days to get a new phone.
Oh.
It was such a pain in the ass.
This was
6.
a freaking nightmare because then I just spent the whole day, like once it was gone, I'm like, what are my options? And then was it Friday that I finally was like, okay, I have to get a new phone because it's nowhere. So then I'm calling Apple, seeing what's going on. Guess what? My coverage is just for breakage, not for theft or loss.
Oh, so
much
stupid.
to my surprise.
Yeah, you have to do a 2-tier, right?
Yes, it was, and I obviously opted out of that one. I don't remember what I picked. I just picked the Apple Care, you know? And I was like, shit. So I got to buy a brand new phone because it's not covered. So then I'm like, well, what are my options there? And then they put me on hold. Like I was on hold, I was doing my work with my, with the work phone on speakerphone because I got too much shit to do. I can't not do it. It literally took me hours hours of going back and forth trying to figure out if I had coverage. Could I get a new phone? Finally, no, I don't. Which I get. In these times, stores aren't open. So all that it is people on the phone. It takes forever to get a person, and nobody, honestly, I think that anybody can get a job now for this customer service for Apple, Verizon, all of these places that are closed because these dumb fucks don't know what's going on. Literally, the one guy I talked to when I finally found out that my phone wasn't covered, I said, I was trying to figure out, he's like, oh yeah, you got to do this, this, and that. I'm like, well, how do I do that? He's like, I don't know. I've only had Android.
But you work for Apple.
You work for Apple, yes.
You're
I was
fired
like, are
right
you
now.
fucking kidding me right now? Like, you don't have the answer. You work for Apple, and then you just told me all I've ever had is Androids?
Yeah.
This doesn't sound professional. No. It doesn't sound like somebody that would be hired by Apple.
Yeah,
like I can't
said,
imagine the Apple people would be happy to know that that's what your customer service is telling me.
Yeah.
So this is the state of mind I'm in after literally several hours. And then, like I said, I'm pricing it out. All they're giving me are all the retail prices, which, you know, the phones are asinine priced. Yeah. And I was just totally overwhelmed. I like wrote them down. I'm like, I can't even deal with this right now. I'm just trying to get my work done. Because that was the day, too, that you weren't feeling good.
No,
and
I
you
was
stayed
sick. Yeah,
home
I stayed
that
home
day
because I was sick.
because you weren't feeling good.
That was a
So
shitty
I
day.
had,
that was a bad
it was
day.
a shitty day because I'm doing my stuff. I had to cover your stuff, like all this other things. And so then I called you and I'm just like, I don't have time to be on the phone. Can you at least call Verizon and try to figure out how much if I buy a phone? So then I throw it on you and Jade to help me, and you guys kind of did, but unfortunately, somehow the 2-day shipping that whatever you guys figured out ended up taking like 4 or 5 days.
Right.
So I didn't get a phone until yesterday.
But then, you know, I can't help but notice that you have a couple phones right now. So
No,
today,
I put the other one back.
I gotcha. So I had said from the beginning that this phone didn't just disappear. We were going to find this phone. We were going to find this phone. And I thought it could be months from now, but we were going to find it.
Is it fell out of a bag or a purse between the door and where I park, right out front, and somebody picked it up. That's the only option of it not being
But
here.
that wasn't what happened.
What happened?
What
happened this morning, Mom?
I don't know what happened. It was weird as hell. So we got the new phone yesterday after another shit show I'm not even going to talk about. But we got it turned on. So I take Phoebe. She's bugging the shit out of me all morning. I'm trying to work. I'm like, fine, I'm going to take you for a walk. So I have this little like kind of satchel, you know, that covers.
It has her treats.
It has dog
and
treats. It carries the poop bags, the
Yep.
whole 9 yards. So I put my sweater on. I put that on. I'm like, okay. So we go for the walk. She does her business. We come around, you know, through the back door. When we come in, you know, it's the same. You know, you just do the routine. Always the same.
Right.
I take her leash off, put that in the thing. I take this thing off. I put it up where it goes. I turn around. Beth came. She was talking to me from her office. So I walk over there to answer, and she's asking me a question. I look down, and there's a phone in my hand. And I was like, where the fuck did this come from? Literally what I said.
It's true. I actually walked in and said it.
She looks at me, and I flip the phone over, and it's my phone. The one that's been missing. And I'm like, how the hell did this get in my hand? And like, I don't even remember it clearly. So normally when I walk Phoebe, and it was weird too, because this is the other thing. So I walk through the back and I have my cart, and I had this new phone on the cart sitting there. And I thought as I walked by, I was like, oh, I didn't even take my phone with me when I took her for a walk.
Right.
Because usually if I do, there's this little pocket that I'll stick it in.
Yeah.
And I was like, son of a bitch. I said, that obviously must have been in this thing. Like, I literally didn't even I still don't remember taking it out.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and we didn't.
you know?
You didn't walk Phoebe that night either, so I don't know how you could have stuck it in that pocket.
I didn't order the food and take her for a walk. So how the hell?
3/4 bottle of wine is how.
Yeah.
I'm not
So
gonna
regardless,
lie. All I remember is calling for the food. I was trying to walk through what else did you do as you left. Clearly, I grabbed my shit, but like it was fuzzy because.
I know.
And how the hell I grabbed the dog thing and stuck it in there and put it back? Like that doesn't even make sense.
You know how I know you were having a good night?
Why is that?
So that night, she comes home, right? She's feeling good.
Yeah.
She's like, She's like, oh, I lost my phone. I'm like, oh, you'll find it tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, we get settled down. I don't know what we're doing. Maybe through on a movie or something. And it got to snack time. Okay.
Oh,
so
snack
mom,
time.
she we just got done cooking pasta, so we had a pasta pot like with some sauce in it or whatever in the sink.
Right.
Mom goes over to get some ice cream, and she like grabs her spoon, right? She
Right.
grabs her spoon out, drops it, lands right into the pot.
Oh,
Okay.
pasta pot.
The pasta pot. What she do? She picks it up, rinses it off with water. I say, hey mom, that's gonna.
I forgot about
I say, hey mom, that's gonna taste like spaghetti.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You said, you're not doing that. That's nasty. I'm like, it's fine. Water washes it off.
Exactly. I'm like,
And so
that's-
did her ice cream taste?
So I say, that's gonna taste like spaghetti. And she says, no, it's not. It's
Right.
fine. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Live your life. You're living your life.
did.
Yeah.
I
But
lived
it's
my
going to
life.
taste gross.
Yeah.
She eats her ice cream, the whole fucking
Oh, yeah,
thing,
I eat it.
all gone.
I eat the pint.
right?
A pint is a single serving, whatever.
I'm back in the kitchen, right? She comes out, empty ice cream tub, and there's some soup on the counter. She uses her fucking ice cream
Oh my
spoon
gosh.
and starts
So
eating
eating this-
fucking cold chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, that was
She's-
my chicken
Yep,
noodle soup.
Exactly.
Yep,
It
yep.
was
She's
good.
scarfing
I
it
didn't
down.
want to waste it because it's good.
I say, hey mom, that's disgusting.
Yeah, you got
Okay?
spaghetti, ice cream,
You're
chicken
disgusting.
soup.
And she says, I'm not gonna lie, kind of tasted like spaghetti while I was eating my ice cream, but I don't give a fuck. And then she just threw her thing in the way and went to bed. I
Yeah.
was just like, wow, like yeah.
That was some good wine
And
right
that's
there.
how the phone got into the doggy bag.
Yeah. She also lost her wedding ring as well.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now
where
that's
that
gone
is.
for good.
I don't
Yeah,
know
that's
where
gone.
that is.
That's gone. Wedding ring
How
gone.
crazy is that?
Yeah, so we
She
got to
just
slow down on
lost
the
it.
wine
I found
consumption
I
today.
found the food today. Or
No,
the
don't
phone
lose anything today, please.
So
Yeah,
hopefully,
please, yeah.
Did
the
somebody
ring will
fart?
turn
Come
up.
on, guys.
I
Somebody
didn't.
fucking farted.
It
Jay,
wasn't me.
Jason.
I'm too far away.
Mom.
I'm socially distanced.
Bullshit.
It
No,
doesn't
sir.
smell on this side.
I promise you,
doesn't
it's
smell
fine.
on this
I'll
side.
tell you.
Mom,
I'll tell you right now.
You called me micro P. I smell dookie. You farted. I smell it. You are a liar.
You know what I'm gonna go for? Whoever
smell
smelled
that?
it dealt it because
I don't
don't
smell
try
it on
to
this
blame
side.
it on
No,
me.
Noah would say it though. Straight up.
And I did not ever call you micropeen.
Yeah, she,
I gotta have a second.
Oh my gosh, this podcast is going downhill quick.
it's
I
off
tell
the
you.
rails.
It's off it.
All right.
Air it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Don't do
I
it
can't
this
even
way.
believe that you're trying to put this shit on me.
You think I farted?
I didn't do it.
Just sit down.
okay.
Just sit down.
And Brian doesn't ever fart.
No, I don't. I'm
Yeah.
like Kim
and it
Jong-un.
smells like one of the ones that never come out. So,
Yeah, that's true.
you know
Come
where
over,
I'm
here,
looking.
come on over here. Smell my butt.
I'm not smelling
Smell
your
my butt right
I'm
now.
not smelling your stinky monkey butt.
Smell it.
Smell his butt, dude.
You'll
No.
smell it.
Come on,
You'll
it's good-
find
it's
it's
good-
I'm
not
not
me.
good
gonna
content.
smell your
It's
butt.
good content.
It's good.